Good afternoon, everybody. So there was a 6.3 earthquake today off the coast of southeastern Japan. There was a 6.3 earthquake off the southwest coast of Japan and just east of Nishinomot, Japan. Nishinomot, Japan. And about 20-30 miles east of Kikai Caldera, there was a 6.3 earthquake. The good news is the earthquake has not triggered any eruptions and is not likely related to the earthquake. It could be, but it's likely not. In other words, a bunch of earthquakes indicating migration of magmatic fluids between the Lacher Sea volcano in Germany. And so this is the mantle plume right here. You can see by the earthquakes. So the stars indicate depths, which is 8 to 14 kilometers, 13 to 37 kilometers. So and the deepest is being right here, 40 to 43 kilometers. Well, the red is 19 to 26. See, this is the deepest is yellow, which is right here. Then you get down up to 31 to 37 kilometers, 19 to 26 kilometers, and then 8 to 14 kilometers is close to the surface. Right about here, there's a small swarm here. These are more closer to the surface, and this is the volcano here. In fact, so see, the latest earthquakes near Lacher Sea for this whole month. And it looks like nothing, but let's go for all of 2018. Show. Wow, looks like quite a bit. But looks like Krakatoa has been acting up again. Strong explosive activity continues. Ash to 45,000 feet altitude. So this is Strombolian activity mostly. This indicates that the very explosive water-magma interaction continues, although recent satellite images show that the crater bay has almost filled with new deposits, which is good, because once the crater bay fills up, those explosive interactions will stop, and the volcanic eruption will become more Strombolian and effusive once again. Yikes. Let's see. That looks like a little bit of a plume there. The anomaly looks to be pretty good. So now I'm looking at the NavGem model. It looks like this is looking at the 12Z run. It doesn't look like we're gonna get a storm. All right, so now I'm gonna look at the NAM 3KM. See what they're showing. We're gonna go to hour 84 because that's what we want to see. By hour 84, it should be somewhere here in the southeast. So a lot of it has loaded. Let's see. Now, let's go to hour 84. What the NAM is suggesting is that it could be a pretty big storm. And also there's some thunderstorms heading in my direction right now. So right now there's a line of showers and perhaps some embedded thunderstorms approaching right now from Pennsylvania. Non-severe, it's not warned right now. There's no warnings out for this activity, but there is definitely some lightning with it and some small pea-sized hail. I'm going to show you the lightning maps right now. It's Philadelphia I would say was just lit up, or it's about to be lit up. Northwest of Philadelphia, there's a lot of lightning, I would say. Most of the lightning, I would say, is here in the Phoenixville area. And you see that pink there is mixing because there's cold air aloft. So once this comes into the city, there's going to be some pretty heavy rains. And as I said, there is definitely lightning down there. Also, there's some lightning apparently in areas just north of us. There's lightning in the Bimington area as well. So, and then there's a low pressure system behind. This is where most of the lightning is. And I'll say this is where the low is, right here. Some very, very heavy rain just passed through the Bimington area. Bimington just had some very heavy rain, perhaps even some small hail. Binghamton. Let's check Bimington. Actually, most of it is actually east of Bimington. But rain, 37 degrees. Some of that could actually have been mixing, possibly. Heavy rain with temperature of around 38. So yeah, just and then looking right now at the, so there's where the lightning is, just west of Poughkeepsie, right here. And there should be some lightning in this area too. Looks like it's not as much as I thought. But it's about to get pretty intense. So the storm is now bearing down on me. Yeah, I'm going back to talk about the storm. And the cells are coming pretty close. I don't know if there's going to be any hail with it. It doesn't look that severe. There's no warnings with it. There's very little lightning activity with it. As you can see, there's a couple flashes in this area, but I think it's just going to be heavy rain. I mean, there is some cold air aloft, but I don't think it's a lot. Let's see where the 32-degree line is. It's going to come through about the same time as the storm, so that means the freezing level will be around 5,000 feet. So these storm tops are definitely above 5,000 feet. In fact, if I go to rain snow, you can see there's snow here. So there could be some hail possibly with this, some small hail, maybe pea-sized, maybe smaller. So I'm going to go outside and film this thing coming through. And I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so going outside to film this weather event coming through should not be a problem for me. In fact, I'm going to go to the New York weather radar right now. Terminal Doppler weather radar. Sorry, I was looking up, so I was just... Alrighty, so, and it's coming through with a bit of a possible, let's see if it's coming through with any winds. I'm going to say gust front, but, yeah, there it comes. That's the gust front right there. See that little line coming through right here? That's a line of gusty winds coming through. It's right over here. So that's the line of winds. So it looks to be right here. So these are where the winds are. Doesn't look severe, so. But Levittown looks to be having some pretty gusty winds, especially behind this little feature here. So it's more of a squall line, actually. Here it comes to right here. Winds are, I'll say, 20-30 miles an hour with this little feature coming through. Definitely not severe, not dangerous in any way. Maybe a couple lightning flashes is what could cause the problems. But other than that, I don't think it's dangerous. And I'm going to look at the HRDPS. I don't know if that's a good model. Nope, that's too short. I need a longer duration model. I strongly think that this the storm for next week will not be intense and will not produce a lot of snow for New York. I'm sorry to say. In fact, I'm going to go to weather models, but I think my subscription already expired. Yeah. Well, what happened was my wallet was, I would say, lost, stolen. My wallet was stolen. All my money was emptied out of my wallet. But a good Samaritan found, my empty wallet and mailed all my IDs back, including my debit card. But I canceled it, and I'm still waiting for a new one to come in. I was pickpocketed while I was on the subway a couple weeks back. So as a result, I had to cancel my debit card. Things happen, and life happens, and I became a victim of being pickpocketed. I don't know. I didn't see who did it. I wasn't paying attention. Either my wallet fell out and somebody stole, because I had a lot of money in my wallet, and when you have money in your wallet, it's gonna get stolen. Should have been more careful, and what happens? Anyway, I'm gonna have to go back to the old-fashioned way of using the local models. Not the local ones, but the low-resolution models. And the low-resolution models, I mean, don't get me wrong. My favorite website is weather.car.edu, but I love the site for the Euro model. It's really good. And best thing is you don't have to pay, so you get the more basic version, but it looks pretty good. This is where the 32-degree line should be. Thermodynamics. Yep, right here, 30-degree line, as I suggested, as I expected. Alrighty, looking at lightning again. The new flashes, so it looks like it's losing some of its electrical activity. This is where I live, and looks like we'll get this little feature here. So yeah, pretty good downpour is probably going to happen. And that storm for next week, if it only comes a little closer, we're going to get a big snowstorm. The GFS is just starting to update now. The midnight run is just starting to come in. I'm going to close these out here. Okay. Yeah, it's just starting to come in, so I'll wait for a little bit later. Thank you for watching. So I'm about to go outside, and look what's coming right at me right now. I'm going to film the incoming precip with my camera. Not my smartphone, but my camera. Let's see if there's any winds with this coming in. Looks like not really. Can't really tell, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Looks like it's coming through pretty empty when it comes in terms of winds. I'm going to check the GFS now. Anything changed? Go to hour 96. Look at precipitation. Compared to this last run, looks like it's a little bit further north. I mean, this part here. Still, that doesn't mean it's gonna, hit our area. In fact, it could still end up dipping to the south and doing something like that. Let's go to hour 120. Hour 111, I think, is better. So yep, as I said, it's going to go further south. Just as I anticipated. See? Just as I anticipated. And obviously, I mean, that's still one model. Alrighty. It's already 11:19. I think it's time for me to go now. Yep. Oh, wow. I was doing a little bit of some lighting activity there. Looks pretty nice. So, wait a couple more minutes. I just came back from outside. My jacket's completely soaked. And yes, there's no hail. I did not see any. Thought I did when I was looking at the street light. And I thought I saw an ice pellet on the car, but it was actually just a bubble that formed because, the rain hit it so hard that a little bubble formed on the film of the wet car. And that's some wraparound activity there. Also, all rain. So yes, there's not enough cold air wrapping around for there to be any sleet or snow. In fact, I've been looking at the models right now, looking at the GFX ensembles right now, and it looks like snow for New York is out of the question. Yeah, it really is. I mean, look at this. This shifted further to the south, so it looks more to be like an out to sea storm. In fact, I'm going to mean right now. Yeah, it looks to be further south. So this little low is wider here. But let's look where the northern edge is and the southern edge. This looks to be more south oriented now. I mean, if this wraps up a little bit more, then this could go further north. Let's compare this one to last run. And a little bit further south. I like to see that. That is something I would like to see, because if it's... But now it's reaching the coast. Let's see the southern extent of this. Still taking its sweet time to load. Pause it while it loads. Oh, never mind else. So it looks like I would say the center of the low would be oriented through the mid-Atlantic area, North Carolina. Compared to the last run, yep, further south. So just as I had been expecting. Because the last run, look where the low was. Right over the Delmarva area, up to New Jersey. Well, this run has it in generally the same area, but you want to see how far the blue extends north. That's where you have the... So it looks like about the same again. Okay. It's almost the same pattern, almost the same, but not quite. So my expectation is for this to be a little bit further south. I would say the center for it to be here, and this to be the northern edge of this to be off the coast of southern New Jersey. See, just as I said. Yep, you see, I'm not wrong. Just as I expected. If only this one could just go a little bit further north and west. That would be awesome. I mean, they're still showing snow for our area, but less than the last run. So, as I said, I don't think this is going to be a big event, as I said before I saw this. And looking at lightning again. Yep. There's some lightning off the coast. Impressive. Well, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.